Undisputed. We are live from Los Angeles. I'm Jenny Taft here with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Guys, good morning. Good morning.
About 2-1.
I would like to congratulate your Los Angeles Lakers on winning their first-round playoff series over the now setting Suns. The Suns now have CP0 chance of beating the Lakers.
Why you do that, Skip?
Well, he's
why you count the chickens before they hatch?
They're hatched.
No, they're not.
They already hatched. It's 1-1 and it's over.
The setting Suns. That's good, Skip.
Yeah,
Have
you like
said
that?
before?
I'm clever.
Okay, clever.
Creative. Okay, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. Unfortunately, we have to begin with the fans. And I never like when they take away from the game. But here's the latest, guys. Russell Westbrook left last night's game to loss against the 76ers after injuring his ankle. But while heading to the locker room, a fan dumped popcorn at Westbrook, and he had to be held back by multiple members of security to not confront the fan. The fan was ejected shortly after. Westbrook shared his growing frustration of fan behavior after the game. So take a listen.
To be blatantly honest, man, the is getting out of hand, especially for me. Just the amount of disrespect, the amount of just fans just doing whatever they want to do. It's out of pocket, man. But there's certain things that cross the line. And any other setting, I know for a fact that fans and they wouldn't come up, and a guy wouldn't come on the street and pour popcorn on my head because he know what happened. A guy wouldn't come up to me and talk mess about my kids or family on the street because the response would be different. In these arenas, you got to start protecting the players, man. We'll see what the NBA does.
Okay, so we heard from Russ, but meanwhile, in New York last night, a video was tweeted out highlighting a fan also potentially spitting on Trae Young as he was inbounding the ball. Trae laughed it off in a tweet, calling it crazy, but coupled with the Westbrook incident, it certainly it's raising a lot of eyebrows right now, guys. And I'm curious your thoughts here. Shannon, how can the NBA fix this?
Well, Skip, I think the immediate thing that you do is that once you find the perpetrator that does this, they're banned immediately. There are no second chances. You don't 1-year suspension or 5-year. You're banned from that arena. No matter what's in that, be it a ball game, a concert, a comedy concert, or whatever the case may be, Skip, you're banned from those premises. And Russell Westbrook is absolutely correct. Skip, the level of disrespect that fans are starting to show towards the players is unacceptable. Skip, you just getting fans back, and this is what you do. It's been a couple of months that you've been allowed to come back into the arena, and the way how happy you're excited to be back in the arena, you dump popcorn on the guy, and it looked to me. Now I could be wrong, maybe they threw ice, but it looked like someone spit in Trae Young's direction. Skip, I got to have you. Russ is absolutely right. If I'm at a movie theater, you think if I'm sitting there watching a movie, somebody's going to come dump popcorn over my head? Do you think if I'm walking down the street, someone's going to come spit at me? Skip, I've always prided myself, and my grandfather used to always tell my brother and I, boy, every man, and he meant men and women, but deserves a certain level of respect. Yes, no, excuse me, I'm sorry, my bad. Yes, sir, no, sir. I'm going to give you that, Skip. And I'm not saying you ever have to respect me, but I won't allow you to disrespect me. Because once you disrespect me, okay, it is what it is. Now we do what we got to do. Why would you do, Skip, why would you do this? Why would you dump popcorn on the man? So you know what you know I did it? So he can go tell his friend, man, I dumped popcorn on Russell Westbrook's head. I don't. But you see how many security guards? He knows. Skip, it's kind of like when you're at the zoo and they say don't tap the glass. And what do people do, Skip? Because they know that 5-inch thick glass is protecting them from that silverback or that lion. Why would you? Why? You don't pay enough money. I don't care if you pay $10 million for a front row seat. I don't care if you paid $100,000 to get into the ball game. It doesn't give you the right to be disrespectful. And stop this. No person, you don't make enough money, Skip, to be disrespected. Oh, you making millions of dollars. What? You out your mind. Because Russ makes whatever he makes, he should have popcorn dumped on him. We should be talking about how good the Sixers looked in this game, Skip. Man, they look like a powerhouse. Joel Embiid looked good. Ben Simmons looked good. Tobias Harris. They were playing unbelievable. But the story is not about the game. It's about some dumb jackleg fan trying to be cute, want to tell his boys he dumped popcorn on Russ. They should have let Russ go up in the stands. Because you see what happens? Skip, we just had, what was this, like a little over a decade ago in Madison the Palace? We had a situation. You see what happened? Somebody dumped some pop through soda.
It was actually almost 17 years ago.
Okay, almost 2 decades ago. Show you how time flies. And see what happened? Then, my bad. So one day, Skip, they're going to meet the right person on the wrong day. And I'm sorry, and my bad ain't going to help that you-know-what.
Yep.
But this is ridiculous, Skip, and Russ is absolutely right. The NBA is going to have to get strong on this. The fans, come on, enjoy the game, cheer. I get it. But for a game, you're willing to risk. I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe the man is already injured. He's already upset because, like, bam, injured my ankle. So he's already frustrated. And now you dump popcorn as he's walking up the tunnel. Somebody, Trae Young, is trying to look like he's about to inbound the ball, and somebody, Skip, I'm going to lose my job, I'm going to lose everything. Because if you spit, that's the worst thing you can do.
The ultimate act of disrespect, man to man, is spitting man on man.
Don't spit in my direction.
Yep.
Don't do it. Because it's not worth it, because I don't even know why somebody would even attempt to do that, because now what you told me, my grandfather used to say, boy, you spit on the ground. So you telling me I'm less than the ground if you spit on me. Man, Russ, these players are a lot better than I am. And I think the thing is, for the football, you know, we don't get that close, because the NBA, Skip, they right up to it. I mean, you know, sometimes they got to back the people up in the front row so they can take the ball out and things like that. But Russ is absolutely right. They're getting out of pocket with this because there are no repercussions. They know they got security. They know the players are going to be fined heavily. But they need to let one of these players whip one of these fans' ass, and that'll shut all this down.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we had 2 egregious, completely over the line, over the edge incidents happen last night in NBA playoff games. And I'm going to take them one at a time. I'll start in Philadelphia. And I'll start with Russell Westbrook. And I felt for him last night. He was having a long, hard night to start with. If you look at his numbers, he just had, look, as a team, they were 2 of 22 from 3. He was 0 of 3 from 3. His running mate, who can just shoot the lights out, was 1 of 6. I'm talking about Bradley Beal. And Russ's numbers were 10 points, 11 assists, and 6 rebounds.
So you said he was already having a bad night.
He was having the worst night because he had turned his ankle twice.
Right.
And the second time he turned it so bad, he needed to exit.
Right.
He exited. They're down 17. It's 98-81.
Right.
So he's pretty humiliated. You know, he does not take losing well at all. He takes it worse than maybe anybody who plays, because he plays with such rage.
Right.
So he's on hair trigger already as he's walking up the tunnel. And this man, and you can see in the video who it is. It's the man in the red baseball cap with the black sweater draped over his shoulders. And he dumps an entire, what do you call it, a bucket or bag or whatever it is, a popcorn bag. Let's call it a bag of popcorn. He dumped the whole thing on Russ. And it took 4 men to restrain him, because I thought he was going to break loose from the floor.
I did too. I was like, damn, Russ stronger than...
He is bullish strong. He's got some shoulders on him.
But Skip, when you get that rage in you like that...
I got it. If he had gotten up and gotten a hold of that man, God knows what would have happened. We would have had Malice in the Palace #2.
Yep.
And as Russ said right after the game, if that man had done that to me in the street, it would have been very different, because you know and I know what would have happened in the street.
Yes.
And I guess you could say that dumping popcorn on a man's head in the street would be assault.
It is,
right?
absolutely.
Can't we define it as assault?
Absolutely.
Well, that would mean that Russ would be within his right to respond in kind.
Yep.
And you could respond in kind. He even went so far as to say, if you want to talk mess about my family, about my wife or my kids to my face in the street, it would be very different. But he said it happens all the time during a basketball game. And Russ has had various incidents. He has been a target, maybe the biggest target in the league, of fan abuse, verbal abuse.
Because I think, Skip, they know how he's wired.
Yes.
You remember in the bubble, Rondo's brother brother said something to him,
did.
and he had his brother removed. We saw the incident in Utah.
He did, and that fan got banned for life.
Right, and I think...
And there was another incident 4 years ago in Philly when a fan just flat out shot the finger at him.
Yeah.
And that fan got ejected.
Right.
I don't think he got banned.
Right.
So initially, ESPN tweeted that the fan was escorted out, that he was removed. Russell was told right after the game that no, he said, and I was watching his press conference live, and he said no. He ran and he escaped. So I don't know, but LeBron tweeted about, we got video cameras everywhere.